Hey guys, welcome to another episode. On this show, I'll be teaching you survival tips for male hustlers. If you're a male hustler out there, doing whatever you are doing to survive, I don't care whatever you are doing to make money, whatever you are doing to put food on the table, I'm going to share you some survival tips for you to survive. Understand? So I'll be telling you people you shouldn't take advice from. You know, when you start making money, when you start making some couple of bucks, everybody wants to start, putting mouth in your life. Everybody wants to tell you this, don't do this, don't do that, this one. Don't use your money to do this. Don't use your money to buy this. Don't use your money, So I'm going to be teaching you as a professional. Just like I've been saying, I've been around the world. I've made some money. I've taken advice from some people. And I'm going to be teaching you some things based on my personal experience, so that you don't make some kind of mistake that I've made during my own time. Understand? So I'm going to be telling you people you shouldn't take advice from. As a male hustler out there, people you shouldn't take advice from. Number one, women on any form of drug, any form of medication. Don't take advice from any woman on any kind of drug. Whatever drug, painkiller drug, malaria drug, paracetamol. I know this chick. She's been my friend since, but every time she used to have headache and she used to take drugs. Anybody like that, don't take advice from people like that. You understand? Maybe she's my babe, but she always have headache, she always have typhoid, she always treats malaria, and she always any woman that takes any form of drug. I'm not even talking about smoking or about taking alcohol. I'm talking about simple drugs, even as small as paracetamol. Don't take advice from any woman that takes any form of drug. Any form of drug, even as simple as paracetamol. Don't take advice from women like that. They are there to spoil your life. Even those you feel that maybe they are your loved ones and whatever, and they are only trying to help you, or they are only trying to give you suggestion. But because they take as small as paracetamol, is enough reason not to take advice from them. You understand? I've been around the world. I know a lot of things. I've made some couple of money. So this I'm a perfect example of someone you should take advice from. Do you understand? I'm a perfect example of someone you should take advice from. And I'm telling you that, number one, now, you shouldn't take advice from any woman on any form of drug, even as simple as paracetamol. Don't take advice from women like that. So the second on my list is parents. Your parents who aren't where you want to be financially. When I was making this list, I asked one of my guys, how do you see these, all these parents that give advice to their children, don't do this, don't do business. I'm a professor in this one. I'm a professor in social studies. You should do 9 to 5. Don't do business. Business is not good. Your business may fall, and things may go sideways for you, and all those stuff. I asked one of my guys, how do you see stuff like this? And he was like, I believe in my parents. My parents, biochemistry. He said I should be a biochemist. Okay, we have graduated from biochemistry now. We have graduated. How far now? He said he will find work for me. My dad said he will find work for me. 1 year now. 1 year after graduation now, you are still loitering around, hoping that your father will find work for you. Work of how much? 120,000, 150,000, 200,000, 200,000. 200,000 is how much? $100 and something in a month. $100 and something in a month. That biochemistry. You understand? So the second people you shouldn't take advice from as a young hustler out there is your parents, who aren't where you want to be financially. Maybe you are following this channel and you are inspiring to be a multi-millionaire. You want to be someone like Obi Kubana, your Kubana chief priest. You want to have those type of money, 100 million just for a car. You understand? 50 million just for a car. Apartments, you rent apartments for a year, 30 million. Just for a year, 30 million. If you want to be living luxury life like this, you shouldn't take advice from people like your parents. If your parents is a 9 to 5 worker earning 400,000 or 300,000, you shouldn't be taking life advices from them. Do you understand? So that's the second one. I know some people may come to my comments and be saying, no, your parents have been around the world, and they have lived long enough to give you advice, to give you suggestion on what you should do. And why will you take financial advice from someone that is earning 300 or 400,000 naira when you want to be living life of Obi Kubana? When you want to be living life, you want to be traveling around the country. Boom, this week you are in France, ball with get. Next week, boom, you are in Japan, 1 or 2 shows, touchdown, meet some or 2 people, boom, you are in Belgium. You want to be living life like this, and you want to be taking financial advice from people like your parents, people that earn 300,000 a month, 300,000 naira a month. 300,000 naira is like $250, $250 a month. I want to be taking financial advice from people like that. You understand? So people may come to my comment section and be saying, no, don't be saying that about parents. They love us and they always suggest something, very good things for us. And parents. You shouldn't be brainwashed about they are your parents. Doesn't mean you should disrespect them. But just son, you want to do this, I suggest you do this, I suggest to do this. Just like I said on my last show, some parents will go as far as, because you didn't listen to the advice about what you should do with your own life, they'll stop helping you. You understand? That's what I was saying in my last show. And some people are saying, yo bro, I understand what you are saying, but regardless of whatever you are saying, our African way of parenting is you can't compare it with the Western way. The African way of parenting is always the best. African way of parenting is always the best. How is it the best? You understand? Why some African parents will go as far as not helping you with whatever you want to do with your life? They will always feel that the idea they have is the best. You understand? Go to school, get a job, get a wife, and all those their old way of life that worked for them that time, knowing that it doesn't work now, it can't work for you now. You understand? A perfect example is someone like my dad. They always think they know better than you. Maybe because he has a doctorate degree in doctorate degree. He always be like, go to school. School is very important. You have a steady source of income, and go to school. Okay, at the end of the day, how much? 250,000 salary. 250,000 salary. That's like $200. $200. You as big as I am, as big as I am. You want me to be working for $200 in a month? 30 days, you pay me $200 or $300. You understand? So if you're hoping to live the life of Obi Kubana, if you're hoping to live the life of Chief Priest, if you want to live a wealthy lifestyle, if you want to live like Atoeze and Ogbo, if you want to live like people like that, you shouldn't take advice from people who aren't where you want to be financially. So as a young man hustling out there, hoping to level up and make a lot of money for yourself and for your family and whatever, you shouldn't be taking advice from your parents if they aren't where you want to be financially. And then the last one, I'll be talking about TikTok motivational speakers. Motivational speakers now come big past people where they take the motivation. You understand? Everybody now a motivational speaker. Open your TikTok, scroll, motivational speaker. How to make money in 10 seconds, scroll. How to this one, 20 seconds, scroll. This one, mindset, this one. Motivational speakers come big past people where they take the motivation. Everybody now a motivational speaker for TikTok. And it's a proper red flag to take advice from people from TikTok. Motivational speaker. I know you may be like, maybe they are older people and they should give you advice. I'll play a video for you now and see this video. I see one of the motivational speakers.
What is something I wouldn't believe about you?
I don't like being rich. I have made a lot of money and I have more money than I need. But there's some weird
drink water
society where it's still not enough. And when I first made a lot of money, it took away my purpose. I needed to make money to survive. That made me fight. And then when I didn't need to fight anymore, I kind of felt a bit lost. And it took me a long time to realise that life isn't meant to be a transaction. It's not meant to be give and take. I'll help you only if you help me. It's not about how much money I've got. It's about what
this is one of the
TikTok
motivational speakers. People shouldn't take advice from. You don't need a lot of money to survive. You don't need a lot of money in life. You shouldn't take advice from people like this. You see how his beard, sir. You see how tattered he looks. You shouldn't take advice from people like this. These are people that, you know, they just want to live life, you know, enjoy, go to vacation, snap pictures, wear nonsense clothes, and you know, and just be just day. You shouldn't take advice from people like this. You understand? You see how his life looks. You see how his beards are. If you are aspiring to live the life of Obi Kubana, if you are aspiring to live a wealthy life, you shouldn't take advice from people like this. You know, there are a lot of motivational speakers on TikTok. Everybody now, they give advice. This is a proper head. People you shouldn't take advice from as a young hustler out there. And now the last one is your lecturers. I know you may be like your lecturers. They bring out the goodness in you or whatever. Your lecturer, they are teaching you, they are educating you to be a good person for the society. Lecturers shouldn't take advice from your lecturer. They are poor. Your lecturers are poor. You shouldn't take advice from them. If you are aspiring to live the life of Obi Kubana, if you are aspiring to live the life of Andrew Tate, move around the world, pimp, do this one, France today, next week Brazil, next month Turkey. If you are aspiring to live the life like it, if you are aspiring to live a life like this, you shouldn't take advice from your lecturers. They are poor. Your professor, how much does your professor earn? 500,000. 500,000 is how much? $450 in a month, 30 days, $450. And you are taking life advice from people like that. Understand? So, and many more. I hope that, you know, at the end of this video, you are able to pick my points. You are able to level up. You're able to level up and, you know, and make better decisions for yourself. So, see you on the next one.